Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. So the fashion line, Boohoo Man, no longer working with Dababy, and whatever other endorsements Dababy has, I hear they're going to be following suit. Now, and it's not so much, let me just let you in on what's going on behind the scenes. From what I'm hearing, it's not even so much about the comment. It's about the response to the backlash and the lack of accountability. Because if you notice, Boohoo Man did not pull out the moment that Dababy made the comment. It was just after seeing the way he responded to the backlash and the lack of accountability and the doubling down. That is what's making people second think doing business with Dababy. Now, Tory Lanez has now thrown his hat into the mix because Dababy is supporting Tory Lanez and what's going on with his thing. Tory Lanez feels as though he has to support Dababy. So Tory Lanez is basically saying, when did rap become so politically correct? Well, Tory, hello? Where have you been, brother? I understand you're from Canada, but it's been this way for a while. And yes, you used to be able to express the way you feel. You used to be. But as I always say, my motto is, yep, it's the land of the free, home of the brave, except when it comes to Beyonce and homosexuals. You can say what you want, freedom of speech, except when it comes to Beyonce and homosexuals. So, whenever you say something that's going to tick off the LGBTQ RSTU VWXYZ, you're going to have an issue. That's just the times we're living in. So Tory Lanez, who all of a sudden now can speak about his case, but then say, I can't talk about my case. I don't understand Tory Lanez. That's why I felt as though this whole thing, there was something missing and something shenanigan-like about this whole thing. Because he comes out basically on his album to sell his album and basically says he didn't shoot Megan there on the album. He tells us about that Megan was jealous of Kylie Jenner. He tells us about all these different things, him and Megan having sex, but then says, I can't talk about the case. And I can't tell you why we were arguing. That's not here or there. That's for a totally different video, a totally different time. But he is defending Dababy. Since when have we had it? Someone then commented and said, so when do rappers get to shoot girls? Because that was his, Tory said, when did rap become so politically correct? And then someone said, when can rappers shoot girls in the foot? And then he responded, since when did you have actual evidence that I did that? I'll wait. So anyway, I'm not going to get on Tory. So Dababy, due to the backlash, due to his response to the backlash, he has not handled it very well. And this is the thing about Dababy that is very strange to me. He has probably been in the most trouble and incidents of any superstar rapper that I can remember in the last 5 years. The first 5 years of his career. He's had more incidents in the first 5 years of his career than any other rapper that I can remember, and he's still on top. So that lets you know right there that the talent level really dictates how long you stay relevant. The talent level and the influential level, how influential you are and how much records you are selling, really dictates how long people mess with you. Dua Lipa came out and basically said, that's not the guy that I remember working with. She pretty much said she does not, this is not the guy. He resembles nothing close to the guy she worked with and made money off of. But basically said, I want to make myself clear. I stand with the LGBT community 1,000%. Dababy took that as a slight and pretty much called Dua Lipa a culture vulture. For any brands, networks, or artists that like to profit off of our black rappers' influence on the culture without understanding it or having the patience to deal with what comes with the position we play in our culture, keep your money next time. Pretty much rappers are human too. Now, this is where I'm going to push back on Dababy. Just because you're a rapper, that don't give you the right to go and say some nonsense like what you said. You can't just say, well, we're rappers, we're going to say stuff like that. No, Dababy. If she had did that record with Drake, would Drake have said that? Probably not. If she had done that record with Kendrick Lamar, if she had done that record with J. Cole, you think they would have said that? How about Jay-Z? No. I get what you mean by you have to deal with what comes with having a rapper on your record. We're human too. We make mistakes. That's fine. But after you made the mistake, number one, you're just now apologizing. You didn't apologize at first. You're just not apologizing. And now you're saying people who have AIDS or have HIV, they have a right to be upset. But the rest of y'all, I'm not sorry for y'all. The LGBTQ, I'm not sorry for y'all. Now, again, where I'm going to push back, even though I agree with what Dababy says, where I'm going to push back is, don't make it seem as though like if you work with a rapper, this is just what you have to deal with. No. Is Dua Lipa a culture vulture? Well, when you look at the definition of a culture vulture, she's profiting off of black culture, right? She's profiting off of black culture by having Dababy on the record Levitate, and that is a big record. And why did she pick Dababy? Out of all the rappers, Dababy don't really fit her criteria. Dua Lipa, Dababy don't really fit her criteria. I know there was a rumor going around on I did read on the blog that them two had a fling. That I don't know whether it's true or not, but that was the rumor. But that's neither here nor there. You picked Dababy because Dababy was popping. So, and then as soon as something goes wrong, they start jumping ship. That's what I believe somebody said. Well, yeah. And someone made that comment, and I see Dababy went and double tapped it and liked it. But again, that's with anything. If you are profitable to people, okay, if you're profitable to people, they're going to mess with you. But the moment you do something that's going to dim you as toxic or troublesome, they're not going to mess with you. So she's already gotten the streams. She's already gotten the streams for the record. I'm surprised and horrified at Dababy's comments, said Dua Lipa. I really don't recognize this as the person I worked with. I know my fans know where my heart lies, and that I stand 100% with the LGBTQ community. We need to come together to fight. And then I can't really read what the rest of the comments said. Not really important. Basically, we need to come together. But Dua Lipa saw the type of influence on the culture that Dababy was having, and she said, hey, he's hot, I need him on my record. Well, when you do that, once they do or say something, of course they're going to go the other direction. They've gotten your streams now. And Dababy, you can't then say, well, that's what you have to deal with when you're dealing with a rapper. Not all rappers make those silly comments. So, here is how I'm going to close this. Dababy, this is nothing new. He continued to say things to get him in trouble. I don't know whether he thinks that's good for him. I don't know. Then you got Tory Lanez, who says he can't talk about the case, but has been steady claiming his innocence for the past God knows how many months. And every single day he seems to say something along the lines of, I'm innocent. Still in all, these court dates keep coming and passing, coming and going, and nothing's happening. And then Dua Lipa, is she a culture vulture? Should she expect things like this to happen when you're dealing with a rapper? I will say this. Dababy's troubles of hitting women and these incidents was well documented before Dua Lipa put him on a track for a collaboration. Let that sink in. So it's not like Dua Lipa didn't know anything about Dababy. This isn't the person I know. Sounds a little personal. Maybe those rumors are true. But for the person that you heard about, this sounds exactly like Dababy. So when Dua Lipa said, this isn't the person that I know, sounds like she knows Dababy a little bit better than just working with him. Leave your comments below. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with your friends.